chain, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the... No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry, what I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need the relay.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Allen. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this
Green
drive.
39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throw left side complete. It's Frank. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To the air, Allen. His pass caught at the 4. And he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 26. From the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield. Across the 45. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw Mariota. He'll buy some time right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Marshall. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Mariota again. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to set up shop at the 20. 7-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He drops it off for Bernard. And now running right through it. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. On play action, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. A beautiful fake. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Tennessee after this. A 1st down throw for Mariota. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
2nd down, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Mariota. And it's caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mariota now. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram. From the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. Again, it's Mariota, and that will be incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run forward with Marshall. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen now on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Stepping up, he'll try and run. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really... And oh, it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frank. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. They're going to run this with a tight end. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Titans. Evan Ingram becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get. A chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, blitz coming and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. Well, it didn't work out. They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Mariota now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Evan Ingram ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to recover. And some room to maneuver. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there. Need to be and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And the Titans getting set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard. Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible. Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run with Marshall. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. To throw is Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language. Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start. Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go. On On second down, here's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Green 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One final try here for Allen. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 45. Mariota now. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. To throw Mariota. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mariota here to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mariota again. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Mariota. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Mariota. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
There's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Over the middle to Smith. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mariota to throw. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Third and long here for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.